This poem's shining a light, not just any light, a critical light. I'm taking aim at the system we live in and what it gives us, or perhaps better said, what it takes away from us. Let me explain. They told us money isn't everything. Then they built a world where you can't breathe without it. A place where your value depends on what you drive, what you wear, what you post, and how fast you can climb someone else's ladder. They don't care if you're tired as long as you keep swiping, scrolling, and spending. This isn't just capitalism, it's a belief system. And the worst part? Seems like we've all bought in. With that said, let me introduce this poem. It's entitled, They Told You to Want More. The relentless drive to pursue is natural, a primitive response, difficult to ignore. Today, for most, this prey drive's got money in its sight. Money isn't evil, it's a necessity, so the chase is not superfluous. But our pursuit of the dollar exceeds our basic needs. True predators rarely kill for sport or excess. Need is their driver. Our pursuit of money should include a shovel because we're desperately trying to fill a hole. Chasing dollars when we're really hoping to catch feelings. Doggedly trying to attain physical things. Forlorn to climb out of the cavern we're in. Convinced that the answer is always more. Hoping felicity will be found at the checkout counter. What level of desperation have we reached as we pathetically hope that our currency will paper over all the cracks, leaving us thrust into a position that's relished by those in power? Now each of us must be the good little worker, sold on the notion that more is always better. When self-worth is pegged to our bank accounts, freedom becomes a casualty. Character no longer is a factor for status, replaced by wealth. Does it make you wonder why those with so much are destined for awful outcomes? These changes come with consequences. Objects are gifted more value than a person's constitution, leaving us like a plane that's lost the pilot. So, a crash is inevitable. When a person's fettle matters less than their clothing label and vacations, there can't be a good ending. When will we learn? Envy and desire are wild horses that are better left unsaddled. At day's end, we can change things. Find reasons to be content with yourself, instead of measuring yourself against the crowd. I've never found happiness on a shelf with a price tag. Have you? That poem could rattle you. Perhaps your reactions are tied to how you view what you have and what it's worth. Or it could be connected to how you view what you go through to have the things that you do have. One thing I want to stress, it wasn't always this way. There was a time when who you were mattered more than what you owned. Now, character gets priced out of the conversation too often in this never-ending pursuit of money. The truth is, they sold us this lie. A lie tied into the falsehood that more is the medicine. But in reality, it doesn't heal loneliness. It doesn't fix shame. It just numbs the symptoms while the root keeps rotting. You don't need to chase to prove you're alive. You need to pause long enough to remember what actually matters. Freedom isn't earned at the checkout counter. It's reclaimed when you stop confusing worth with wealth. Whether that's the first poem of mine you heard, or if you've been following me for a while, I hope you can see that I put myself into every piece of work I create. And it comes from points of view that are pretty unique. Maybe that's a nice way to phrase it. Maybe you might phrase it differently, but I'm doing something new and it's something I think is pretty cool. I'm holding a contest and the winner is going to have me create a custom poem specifically for them. Doing it all for free. There's nothing lurking behind the scenes. I'm going to be introducing a new book soon, and this is my way to kind of expand my audience. So if you'd like to enter that contest, go ahead right now and put poems down in the comments and I'll share with you all the details.